Hey, cool kids. So, it's vitally important that we as stackers keep a very good record of our stacks, right? And in this spirit, I've endeavored to slowly but surely, rather than... Because last time I did this, I spent hours. And I think it's better to do it a little bit at a time. So, my New Year's resolution for silver is that every day I'm going to put in one page, right? Oh, gosh darn it. One of these books. That I've got. Don't be fooled by the books that I got. I'm still Joshie from the block. So, here we go. Oh, God. So, at least one page every day of this stuff. This book's actually pretty heavy. So, that's what we're going to do. We're going to enter one page in to our new Mista, which is tracking our account. Isn't that exciting? I think it's exciting. So let's talk though. While I do all that, we're going to talk about the price of silver going forward, my predictions, my thoughts. I think some people are a little premature to the oh shit wagon, and I'm going to tell you why. Yes, we're below the 200-day average. Yes, interest rates are not going to go down as much as people thought. And those are both bearish for silver. I agree 100% that we are facing some difficult stuff. However, I want everyone here to keep in mind, where was silver at a year ago? Why are you buying silver now? If you're just getting in the game, great. If you're buying like hand over fist because you thought silver was going to 50, don't listen to the pumpers, yo. The nominal value of silver, right, especially if you don't adjust for inflation, isn't really all that important. God, that's heavy. Whew. Okay, so what you need to know is, what's silver for? Why are you stacking it? Okay. If your answer is to get rich quick, put it up. Let's go ahead and put it up. We don't need it. You're not going to get rich quick with silver. Okay. It's just not going to happen for you. Sorry about your luck. Too bad, so sad. Cry me a river. I mean, seriously. I mean, if you think this is your gateway to riches beyond your wildest dreams, you are going to be living in... a best case scenario for you is you're living in a barter and trade society where there's a lot of resources that are renewable, i.e. farms and such, and those people are willing to trade with you for silver. That's the only scenario I can think of where you're going to be able to buy your neighbor's 18-year-old daughter mansion and all that with, like, I don't know what you're thinking. So don't do that. Instead, stack booze. Yeah. That's going to get you just as far. Silver is going to be just fine. If you're waiting for a dip, this may not be the time yet. See, I'm not here to sugarcoat stuff for you. If the stock market is really going down, if this is a real black swan event, silver has a long way to go. And I told you guys in all my prediction videos that silver is not an auto buy unless you're DCA and dollar cost averaging, guys. It's not an automatic buy until you reach, this is just my opinion, $15, $16 an ounce. Then it's hand over fist, honey. It's let's donate blood because we gotta get that silver, because that's about what it costs to get it out of the ground. Okay, So anything below that amount is definitely ripe and ready for you to partake of. Okay. But just look, if the Dow Jones continues to crap itself like it has been, just expect silver to drop. I personally, my mark is 28x. If it gets below 28x, this market's over. Okay, all bets are off. As long as we're above 28x, I don't even know that we're in anything but a dip. And if that's the case, you should have been buying. Okay, but we don't have crystal balls. Bloop. No crystal balls. We got crystal. This isn't really crystal, but we got, the good stuff, but we do not have a crystal ball. We don't know the future. If we knew the future, everyone here would buy on the lows and sell on the highs, right? And everyone would starve to death because no one would ever give. There'd be no give, because pricing wouldn't really matter if we all had crystal balls. You guys need to know that silver could go down to $15 an ounce. Now, I'm not saying that's not my prediction, but silver could also go back up to 35 next week. It could happen. So what drives silver's price, really? Well, right now, silver is partially an industrial metal, so it's in a unique place. It's also a monetary metal. And sometimes it acts like one, and sometimes it acts like the other. And I think it all depends on who's pushing what at the, on the contract end, because you got to realize one very simple fact. The price of silver has nothing to do with this silver right here. It is based entirely on the price offered for contracts for silver that's promised in the future, i.e. silver that doesn't even exist yet. Okay? And that's where you've been somewhat bamboozled, I think. Paper silver is not necessarily silver in your hand. Okay. Now, that doesn't mean it isn't or can't be, but go get a contract and then have it fulfilled and call me back. Let me know how it went for you, because you're going to have a hell of a time. There's several YouTube videos on this subject, actually. So for those of you, the price of silver is the price of silver. No, the price of silver is not the price of silver. The price of silver is what the hell they'll pay you for what you hand them. Okay? And that's going to be very different for, say, Canadian 80% versus US 90% or bullion. Right? So the price of silver is never the price of silver, guys. I know that's confusing. I'm confusing the shit out of some of you. The price of silver isn't really the price of silver. The price of silver is whatever the hell you can get for it when you go to trade it in. That's the price of silver. And it doesn't have to be in dollars. It could be in tobacco or gasoline or whatever, right? So I just hope everybody realizes what I'm talking about here. Ooh, Purdy Moose silver. We like Purdy Moose silver. How do we feel about fancy worker rights silver? Yeah, that's good stuff. Ooh. So, guys, look, this is very, very simple. If the Dow Jones crashes, okay, if we hit a 10-year all-time, right, longest streak in 50 years, not all time, but in 50 years of losing days, and we almost win 11 days because we were only up 15. And the futures right now are trading down. So if this gets legs and the computers start auto selling, because that's what they're set at, right? Because everybody who's trading on the stock market, they're not calling their broker. No, they're trading online, and they have set prices that they're buying and selling at. They put it all in an algorithm. Okay? It all happens instantaneously. If it happens too much, the market shuts down. And if you'll remember, in 2020, that happened a couple times, all right? If you start seeing that, silver could drop to $12 an ounce or less. If it does, and you can actually get it at that price, sell it all. Sell everything. Get a second mortgage on your house. I mean, I'm not giving financial advice. I'm just telling you, if silver drops below $15 an ounce, you should be taking every extra penny you can afford to lose. Because remember, you got to be able to afford to lose it, and putting it towards silver. That's my advice to you. Now, imagine if you'd followed that advice in 2020 when it hit $12 an ounce, right? On the intraday, it was 11 something. And you actually got it at that price, which I'm not saying you did, but say you bought a paper contract at that price, right? Because remember, paper silver is not physical silver, all right? And then you held on to that silver or contract. Well, contracts have rules, but say you held on to that silver. And you knew that 35, which happened, last month or the month before last, was going to happen, okay? You just had a feeling. 35 was your number. Remember, that's why I've been telling you guys for years. You have to have a set amount of silver you're willing to sell and set price points that you want to sell them at. So if your price point was 35, right, that's your marker. You're in your position. Your position's 1,000 ounces, right? And you want to sell it $35 an ounce. You want to sell 50% of your stack. As soon as silver hit 35, you went in to your coin dealer, the pawn shop, on eBay, wherever the hell you went, and you put your silver up, right? $35 an ounce. And you bought it at 12, right? And then you took that cash and you set it aside because you know that we're going to have one more big drop in silver before the gates close. Again, I'm not giving investment advice. This is just my theory. I believe we're going to see one more big drop in silver. And after that, because of inflation, we will not see silver go below $30 an ounce again. Or, hold on. No, not a nominal value. Forget the nominal value. We will not see silver go below the price of production again. That's my prediction, okay? So whatever that price is, because if we hit hyperinflation, that could be $1 million an ounce. It doesn't matter what the hell it costs per ounce. And again, we got to stop thinking of it like that. If silver is below the price of production, you have to buy it. If the GSR, right, is above 80, you need to think about buying silver. If it's above 90, you probably should be buying a little bit. If it's above 100, guys, it's a no-brainer, right? But if it goes back to 125 to 1, guys, back up the truck. Whatever that means for you. I'm not giving advice. You do what you got to do. I'm just telling you, at 125 to 1, you can't, there's not any likely scenario where that is not going to be an auto win for you, okay? So that's why I need you to do. I need you to know what the gold to silver ratio is. I need you to know your fundamentals. I need you to understand what silver is. Silver is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It just isn't. It never was. Anyone that told you it was, you need to unfriend them right now, okay? I'm just telling you. I want you to win. But if you have been accumulating this stuff, right, through the years at the prices that have been presented and are perfectly attainable, right? None of what I've shown any of you is unattainable, trust me, because if I can do it, any moron can do it, all right? Trust me on that. But if you felt it was unattainable, just know it is not unattainable. Right? You can have it all or none of it. And there are times when you don't want this stuff, okay? Those times do exist, all right? You'd much rather be in stocks, bonds, property. You would want to limit the amount of this stuff you have, okay? Those times are not now in my estimation, right? So let me add up one page, just like I said I was going to do. We'll do this page, and I'm going to pause it while I do that because you guys don't want to watch that boring stuff. So what are we talking about here, by the way? We're talking about the Numista app. Remember? We had that new Mista app we were messing with. Here it is. And we were looking at my collection. But this, you could literally keep track of your stack this way, guys. So you go to my collection. Once you log in, you gotta log in. It's gonna tell you how many items you have in your collection. It's gonna tell you how many different types of items. So I got 285, but only 79 different types. 79 different items, 24 different types. But so far I've only put in Canadian stuff. So there you go. And then it'll tell you your grades. I didn't put any grades in because, who gives a crap? This is all junk silver. None of this is special. If I pull out a holder and it says, mint stay 63, then yeah, I'll put that on there. Other than that, I'm not putting anything on there. And then here's the years. So you can see there's one from way back when, out of the timeline, and then mostly we're in the 60s, it looks like to me. 50s and 60s, right? So far. And then we can get, it'll tell us exactly how many ounces we have. So I paid $11.34 for 1.26 kilograms. Now that was on a lot I paid $37 an ounce for when silver hit $35 an ounce. It was a gambling lot, and a lot of it was 50% silver. You can watch my video on all that. Very exciting. It's entitled I bought 82 ounces of silver and sorted it so you don't have to, or something to that effect. No, it was 80 ounces of silver. Yeah. Anyway, you get it. And it was all just different foreign stuff. There was a couple of numismatic pieces, but mostly I just got bent over on 50% UK silver and Swedish silver. Got me pretty good, but mostly it was the UK stuff that killed me. The Canadian 50% killed me. It wasn't even the pretty stuff like this. No, it wasn't even the cool stuff. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna add this up. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. All right, one page in. Let's see if anything has changed. Ooh, our number of types of coins has gone up. Our number of different items has gone up. Our number of items has gone up. Our price has gone up slightly, but the number of kilograms has gone up by 2.3 tenths of a kilogram. Ooh. Now I wonder if we can put that in ounces. Can we put that in ounces? It was ounces before, but I guess... Oh, here we go. Here's the ounces. 36.2 ounces. There we go. And $1,047. Although this says $1,265, so I'm not sure what that has to do with anything. Ooh, there we go. And we added some more years. Ooh. Through the years, I added lots of coins to my chart. Oh, joy. Cool kids, that's all I've got for you. Through the years, one page at a time. Tomorrow should be fine. Oh, yeah. I can't find any more good years. Yeah. Cool kids. Thanks for watching. Have an amazing day. Renegade wanted to say something to you guys. Renegade, are you ready? She wanted to say hello. Renegades. Say hi to the cool kids. Hi to the cool kids. All right. Now I can put the word cat in my description. Peace out, guys. Find all the collectibles of your dreams while you're awake. If you cannot find them, do not blame me. I'm trying to show them to you. If I cannot show them to you, you have to find them for yourself. And what fun is that? Like, share, and subscribe, all that jive, and do find time for your fun stuff. Ciao.